All right, let's talk about Japan, specifically autumn in Japan. It's one of those times everyone says you have to go, right? The colors are supposed to be out of this world, but there's a catch, or at least a big worry that pops up for a lot of people. So let's get right into it. So, picture this. You're planning your dream trip. You're thinking October. It sounds perfect, doesn't it? Crisp air, stunning fall colors, but then you start digging online and this nagging question pops up. Is this perfect autumn getaway actually going to be, well, a total washout? It's a huge dilemma, and you're not the first person to wonder. And hey, this isn't just some random anxiety. We actually found this post on Reddit that just hits the nail on the head. This person is saying, my research shows it is the rainiest month of the year, which confuses me. I mean, how relatable is that? You hear one thing, but the stats seem to say something completely different. It's super confusing, and if you've been down that rabbit hole, trust me, you are definitely not alone.
Okay, so let's finally clear up this whole autumn travel dilemma. How can a season that gets a bad rap for rain also be considered one of the absolute best times to visit Japan? Well, the secret isn't about avoiding the rain. It's all about what happens in between the showers.
And it really all starts with this one word, koyo. This is the Japanese tradition of autumn leaf viewing. And you've got to understand, this is a huge cultural event. We're talking on the same level as the famous cherry blossoms in the spring. It's this nationwide obsession with the changing colors that just completely transforms the entire country.
And you know, it's not just about the pretty leaves. After that super hot, humid Japanese summer, autumn rolls in with this amazing, crisp, refreshing air. The temperatures are just perfect for walking around, for exploring cities, for hiking up in the mountains through all those colors. There's this buzz in the air, a real feeling of celebration.
And that feeling of celebration is totally real, because autumn in Japan isn't just about watching nature do its thing. Nope. It's also when Japanese culture totally comes alive with some of the most spectacular festivals you will see all year long.
First up, you've got these festivals that are basically like a time machine. I mean, you can literally watch centuries of history march right by you. They're these incredible pageants that bring all that ancient tradition to life right on the modern streets.
And we're not talking about small local parades here. The scale is just wow. Take the Jidai Matsuri in Kyoto. It's a 2,000-person procession. That's like a living, breathing timeline of Japanese history right in front of you, with authentic costumes from every era. Or how about the Takayama Autumn Festival? You've got these incredible, super detailed floats that get lit up with hundreds of lanterns at night. It's pure magic. And in Kawagoe, they have these massive 2-story floats that have, wait for it, musical battles. Seriously, it's a spectacle you won't forget.
But it's not all parades and pageantry. Autumn festivals can also get pretty intense, really spiritual and kind of wild. Let's switch gears to a whole different kind of celebration, one that involves ancient rituals and a lot of fire.
Okay, so check this out. The Kurama Fire Festival, also in Kyoto. This is a powerful 1,000-year-old ceremony where people carry these enormous, blazing torches up a mountain path. The whole town is glowing from bonfires. It is dramatic, it's ancient, and it's just a total sensory overload in the absolute best way possible.
And this variety is really what makes autumn so special. On one hand, you can be at the Nagasaki Kunchi Festival, this 400-year-old tradition with these amazing boat floats celebrating the city's unique history as a port. And then on the other hand, you could be screaming your head off at Universal Studios Japan's Halloween Horror Nights with zombies literally running around. It's this incredible mix of ancient culture and modern fun that just perfectly defines the season.
Okay, so festivals aside, let's get back to the main event, the star of the show, the Kolyo. The trick is, you have to know how to chase these fiery colors, because they don't just pop up everywhere at once. It's more like a wave of color that sweeps down the country, starting way up north.
So what's with this number, 2,291 meters? That's the height of Mount Asahi in Hokkaido. And why should you care? Because as the highest peak on that northern island, this is the very first place in all of Japan where the autumn colors appear. The chase starts right here. So from that starting point, this Koyo front starts moving down the country. It's kind of like the cherry blossom front, but in reverse. It kicks off in Hokkaido in early October, and then it just marches south. By late October, places like Nikko and Nagano are at their peak. Then, come mid to late November, that color wave finally hits the big cities like Nagoya, Tokyo, and Kyoto, before it wraps up in Fukuoka in early December. You can literally plan your whole trip to follow the color right down the map.
And that brings us right back where we started, to that big dilemma, the weather. We know why autumn is so amazing now, but what are we going to do about that pesky rain? Let's just tackle it head-on with some simple, practical advice.
Okay, so here's the thing. That Reddit user, they were totally right. Statistically speaking, there's about a 37% chance it's going to rain on any given day in Tokyo in October. The research was solid. But statistics without context can be really, really misleading.
And thankfully, another user chimed in with the perfect dose of context. Their answer was so simple, so brilliant. They just said, well, because when it's not raining in October, it's great. And that's it. That's the secret. People love October not because it's bone dry, but because the days between the rain are absolutely perfect. We're talking clear blue skies, comfortable temps, zero humidity. It's a trade-off, and it is so worth it.
So, how do you get ready for this? Honestly, it's super simple. Just pack smart. Layers are your best friend. A light jacket, maybe a sweater, because mornings can be chilly, but the afternoons get warm, and indoors is always heated. Definitely bring 2 pairs of comfy shoes. You'll be walking a ton, and switching them out is a game changer for your feet. Oh, and make sure they're easy to slip on and off for all the temples and restaurants you'll be visiting. And, of course, just throw a small umbrella in your bag. The goal here is just to be prepared, not to be worried.
So as we wrap this all up, let's just completely reframe that original question, because it was never really about the rain, was it?
The real choice you have to make has nothing to do with dodging a few rain clouds. It's about picking your adventure. Do you want the living history of the Jidai Matsuri, the intense spiritual vibe of the Kurama Fire Festival, maybe the modern thrills of a theme park Halloween, or just the quiet, breathtaking beauty of a mountainside on fire with autumn colors?
And that really is the bottom line. The question you should be asking isn't how do I avoid the rain? It's which one of these incredible, unforgettable adventures am I going to choose to embrace? Thanks for tuning in.